Yo guys, how's it going? We're back for another episode of our FIFA 21 career mode with Harrogate, where today we have three games in today's episode. First one of which coming against Bradford, as you can see on screen. It's currently first versus third. Currently on our unbeaten run from the start of the season, not lost a game yet. Let's see if we can carry on in this episode. Hopefully we can, but no promises being made, as I am not too sure. Obviously a couple of decent teams that we're going to be coming up against in today's episode, but hopefully we can, and let's see what we can do, boys. And here we are for our press conference just before today's first game against Bradford. So let's get into it, see what they're asking today. Right. Okay, so what they're saying is, do you have Bradford City worried? Okay, so we don't worry about the opposition. We were excellent, and it's not about Bradford City's state of mind. That is very true. It's about our own state of mind, not about theirs. We were excellent. I don't know what that's referring to, but we don't have to put that, so we'll put the first option. Right, it's all about how we play, in it. Let's be honest. Hopefully we can come through it, get ourselves a decent performance in there. Obviously Bradford are playing well as well, so it is going to be difficult. But now they say, how can your team find consistency? Well, we've won. Well, we've not lost a game this season so far, yet you're telling me that I haven't found consistency. Are you mad? Right, it's all about confidence. The boys are working hard at it, and it's up to them, I think. Okay, well, right, we'll go with that, but I don't know what exactly they want me to say about that, to be honest, because at the end of the day, we've been very consistent so far, because we've won every game of the season. Well, not won every game, but not lost a game this season. Happy with your squad? Of course we're happy with the squad. The boys are putting in work so far. I've got cover everywhere. We are all in it together. We've got what we need. Okay, so yeah, we'll definitely go with that. As well, we are all in it together. The boys are a family now. Yeah, we're going into this one, and let's get into this Bradford City game now. Let's go. And here we are for our first game of today's episode. Again, like I said, against Bradford. As you see, the boys playing a little bit game of keepy-uppy, and apparently they're just, I don't know what they're playing. But yeah, they are playing Summit, knocking it around one of their defenders, I'm assuming. And here we go, boys. We are getting this one underway. Let's see what we can do in this one at home. So that's a great start, let's be honest, against a team that's in third. Yeah, that little bit of a home advantage could do us a lot of decent favours in this game. Let's hope we can get through it, get ourselves our first win on the board if possible, of the episode, obviously, not of the game in general. But yeah, what are they saying? So, strength versus strength. We've scored 24, which is the most in the league, and they've only conceded 6, which is the least in the league. And we haven't been great defensively so far this season. Even though we've won our games, we haven't been great defensively. We've conceded a lot of goals, and obviously in the games, I don't think we've kept a clean sheet so far this season, so it's not going great for us in that aspect. But scoring goals, you can't stop us scoring. Conceding, that's where that's not going great. But as you see, the boys shaking the hands of the opposition here to get our game underway. Having a little bit of a malfunction there, but as you see the squad now lining up. A couple of the lads, obviously, are the top two strikers in the league at the minute, in Fieri and Beck. But let's see what we can do in that one. Obviously, try and get ourselves another win on the board if possible. A draw will be handy as well, to be fair, being as they are in third. It'll be a decent outcome if we only get a draw, even if it isn't, like I say, at the end of the day, we've done well so far this season. A team that's only just been promoted, and we've signed a couple of decent players for the squad as well. Right, so let's see what we're doing here. 16 minutes in. Let's try and get ourselves moving forward. It's Beck who gives it to Falkingham. We'll give it back to Beck. Spread it out wide to Miller, who takes the shot and finds the back of the net. And I haven't played this game in a while, but oh boy, have we started it off well. We've managed to get ourselves back in the lead straight away. And here we are, 1-0 up in 17 minutes at home against the team that is currently in third with a nice bit of build-up play. Falkingham finding Beck, who spreads it out wide to Miller, who for some reason his man completely left him there. Left him in open space, takes the shot and finds that bottom corner beautifully with that finish. Couldn't have done a lot better there. That was an absolutely banging finish from you, man. Very well done. Very well done indeed. And I believe that's his first goal of the season. No, it isn't. It's his third. Very well done, son. Right, here we go. Falkingham has it. It's Beck now on it. Can he spread it out wide? Yes, he can. It's to Fieri, who uses his pace perfectly to try and get beyond his man. Cuts inside, takes the shot, but the keeper does actually make the save this time. A decent effort, though, from your man as he cuts inside perfectly there. And unfortunately, the keeper manages to get his hand to it. Right, here we go. So they have a offside here that they've played their free kick from. Let's see what they can do with it now. It's who has it. Can he spread it out wide? That's what I would have done there, and he has done so just a lot later than I assumed he would. It's passed inside to Evans. They have some space on this wing again. Can they do anything with it? It's who's whipped the ball in, and it's into Novak, who has managed to put them back on level terms just 10 minutes after we managed to get our goal. And the big man in the centre has managed to net himself a decent header there. Gets in front of our centre-back and puts it beyond the keeper quite easily there, let's be honest. Probably should be doing better in that situation, as you see here. Gets whipped in, and our defender should be doing better there. And keeper maybe should be doing better as well, but I'm assuming that bounce was quite unlucky to him. As you see, it gets planted into the floor, and he can't really do anything against it. It's unfortunate for us that actually ended up in the back of the net, because it landed in, nearly bounced over the goal, to be fair, with how much power he put into that header. But Novak gets his 4th goal of the season. Right, and that is half time. We have gone in at 1 apiece. Obviously, that goal from Miller to start the game off, and then the second goal coming from Novak, getting it back on level terms. It's unfortunate so far. We've not played great. We've not played terrible. But let's hope we can get ourselves back on winning ways in the second half. And here we are, back in now. Let's keep it going. Let's try and... Okay, I passed that ball a little bit too late. We can spread that out wide to Kiernan, though. Can he use whatever pace he's got to cut inside? Okay, passes it into Beck. Here we go. Takes the shot. Gets saved. And Ferrieri. Oh, mate, that is unlucky. Right. And now they have a chance to come forward themselves. Are they going to do anything with it is the question. Right, as they're breaking forward, it's going to be spread out wide. It's Wood who has it. 68 minutes into this game, and they have a attack. It's whipped into the centre. We've got to get that clear, and I haven't done so, and passed it straight into their striker, who has found the back of the net. See, I do that so many times. I am pretty much a pinnacle of my own downfall in these games sometimes. I really am. As you see that, the ball was a perfectly executed cross, let's be honest. Put it right into the danger area instead of just smashing it clear. I do what I always do and try and pass it out of the back. This time it lands straight at the striker's feet, and he finds the back of the net at the near post. Keeper maybe should have done a bit better there, being as it is his near post, but he didn't do so, and Cook gets himself a goal, and his first goal of the season. Right, here we are, back in our own half. Let's try and play it out. Here we go. Kirby plays it through to Fieri. That's a lot of space for Kiernan if you can find him. It's passed it to Beck instead. We'll take the shot, and I took that way too early. It wasn't a bad effort there from Beck, but I definitely should have took that a lot later. And I wish that ball had actually slid through to Kiernan instead of Beck. It would have been a lot better chance for us. And here we are, back in it. It's they've won the header there. Evans has managed to get there. It's Williams who's passed it through. Can they do anything with it? We're going to try and follow it through to your man here. Come on, Williams is out there. Go on, lad. Wood is now on it. Let's see what he can do with it. It's whipped into the centre. That is a perfect cross, and somehow Watt has managed to put that beyond the post, and not even on target. That should have been 3-1 right there. And that is full time. We have ended up losing our first game of the season against Bradford, the team that were currently in third. That might send them top of the tree. But not a bad performance. Even so, we did lose the game. Probably could have done better, I'm not going to lie. Attacking wise, we didn't show too many options. We didn't really go forward that much. And to be honest, like I say, we should have lost 3-1 with that final chance falling to Watt, somehow putting that volley wide of the post. Don't know how he managed that, but he did manage to. And that is our first loss of the season, which is unfortunate, but you know it was going to come at some point. And as you see the stats, pretty even game apart from possession. Possession, they absolutely wiped the floor with us, but what can I say really? It's not a lot that I did wrong, to be honest. Shots, we didn't have too many less than them. Well, we only had one less than them. Just the fact of, you're playing on Ultimate when both of their shots on target end up in the back of the net. But as you can see in the bottom left, Falcon getting man of the match for us, well, our player of the match. But as you can see by possession stats, they should have absolutely wiped the floor with it in that game. But they didn't do so, and that's that really. Right, here we are for our post-match interview after our first loss. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Hopefully no stupid questions out here today. So, we have... beaten at last, how do you feel? Well, we don't feel great, do we, mate? It's our first loss of the season. You know it was going to come at some point, but at the end of the day, everyone wishes it lasts longer than what it actually does. Unfortunately for us this time, it does come to an end about 10 games into the season. I think we are now. I'm not too sure. Do you think the score was a fair reflection of the game? I'd say so, to be honest. We would have been odds on for a draw if they didn't have so much possession, I think. It's the fact that they had so much of the ball, just didn't do anything with it. But I think we were quite... how can I put it? We were odds on for getting a win. If not... Well, if the possession was level, I'd say we were fair for a draw. But yeah, we got demolished in that area. Why aren't your team able to make an impact? Where weren't we able to make an impact in the second half? We win together, we lose together is going to probably be the best option there. As you see, obviously, we just couldn't pull through in that second half, really. That's all I have to say. We just needed that little bit more of cutting edge in the second half. Unfortunately, we didn't have it. And Boyce is asking for a game for a start, shall I say, in the next game. Who, I think we should give him a game. Let's be honest, he's not been playing too badly this season. Obviously, quite a cheap transfer as well. But let's sign him. Let's sign him. We've already done that. Right. Here we are for our next game, our second game of today's episode before we go into our final cup game, which will be against Mansfield. We have this game that is in the league. Let's hope we can get ourselves back onto winning ways against Cheltenham, this time away from home. Obviously, at the moment, we're going to be going into this one, hopefully trying to redeem ourselves after that last game, because, oh boy, we need to do so. If we want to be promoted, this is the kind of shit we have to bounce back from straight away. But let's wait and see what we can do. Obviously, them two boys up front, Boyce and Fieri, are going to be the mans that we are counting on in today's episode. So let's get into this one. Hopefully them boys will be able to put in a shift to try and get ourselves back on winning ways. Like I say, it's going to be difficult, don't get me wrong, but we definitely have a good chance. We've got the squad there. As you see, the Cheltenham's lineup for today's episode, for today's game, shall I say. No one there that I actually notice, I don't think. Actually, Campbell, I think if it's the right Campbell I'm thinking of, he's the only player that I actually notice in this squad. Well, recognise, shall I say, not notice. But yeah, let's hopefully get into this one. Try and get ourselves another win on the board. Get ourselves back into winning ways, like I say. It's It's going to be difficult, don't get me wrong. As you now see the lineup, the only change that we have made to the previous lineup is his boys coming into the squad, obviously replacing Beck for this game. Let's see how he does. Obviously, he's requested this game, so he should be doing better than what I expect anyway. He should be doing better no matter what. Let's wait and see if he can do so. Hopefully he can, but it's going to be a difficult game, obviously, coming off the back of a loss to try and make that impact straight away. And if he manages to do so, I think we're on to something special. And here we are for our first proper attack of the game. Let's try and get ourselves beyond our man. Here we go. Spread it out wide. It's Kiernan on it. Can he cut inside? He's done so. Can he take the shot? Yes, he can. And find the back of the net. And that is the kind of start we need in this game. After losing our first game of the season, Kiernan comes through and bangs himself his first goal of the season by netting that one very early on in this first half. Managing to get that goal, smashes it beyond the keeper, straight across the goal, finds that far corner. And that is the kind of shit we want to be seeing from you boys. That is a perfect finish from Kiernan and the perfect start from you boys. Obviously, we started quickly in the last game and it didn't amount to much, but not this quick. Let's hope we can actually keep the lead this time. Let's go, boys. Right. Our next attack, 8 minutes later, and Kiernan's through again. He's been left again. He can't do it again, can he? Yes, he can. Let's go, Kiernan. It's 2-0 to your boys. Kiernan bagging himself his second goal of the game. Literally 2 minutes later, after scoring that first one. That is the kind of impact we want to be seeing from your boys. Let's go. This is the kind of shit we need. This is the kind of bounce back. 8 minutes in and we're 2-0 up after losing our last game. You cannot count our team out in the slightest, bagging ourselves 2 in 8 minutes. What are you saying? Like we ain't a force to be reckoned with. Kiernan bagging both of the goals so far. Literally being left by his man both times and bagging himself his only 2 goals of the season so far on a comeback from our first loss of the season. This man, very well done, boy. Very well done. And here they go. This is their first attack of the game. Their first proper attack of the game, shall I say. 19 minutes in. They've beaten one man. Okay, we tried to charge out with a second. It's not really worked. That's opened up a lot of space there in Fallowfield's place. They've took the shot. Oh, that was close from your boy Campbell as well. The man that I mentioned at the start of the game. As you see his shot there, just fizz wide of our post. That is not far away at all. That could have very easily been 2-1 and set us back. Here we go. Right, can we try and come forward again? Try and get that last attack out of our mind, and we're doing so. It's Fieri who's through. He's took the shot, and the keeper has managed to make his first save of the game from that. Very well done to him. But a very good attack again from the boys. Looking dangerous when we're coming forward. And honestly, the boys up front. Right, here we go. Can we get ourselves on another attack literally a few minutes later? We're not doing too badly at the moment. It's Jim Miller who spread it out to Jones. This could be a very easy cross into Fieri. And there we are, 3-0. That is a very simple finish, but a very tidy one at that. From Fieri, obviously, that whip in from Jones opened up a lot of space. He manages to connect just after the keeper. Don't know what the keeper's doing there at all. He should be coming out and claiming that. He didn't do so. And Fieri sticks it the opposite side of the goal. Very, very nicely done. Almost Vardy-esque, that kind of finish. As you see there, sticks it into that far corner. That makes it 3-0 to your boys now. And the boys are putting in work after losing that last game. They are showing what they are made of. Loving. Here we go. Back on the attack again. Literally just after kickoff. Can we bag ourselves another one? It's Fieri who's on it. He's going to try and slide through Beck. He's done so. It's slid back. And what a finish from your boy. I think that was Falcon who's managed to bag that. No, it's not. I think it might be Kirby. It is. It's Kirby who's bagged it. And that is 4-0 now in the first half. And what a turnaround from losing our first game of the season. The boys have been like, we ain't having that. And that is beautiful build-up play. Played it in from boys. And a banging finish there to miss... to wrong foot the keeper completely and stick it into his far corner. What a beautiful finish there from Kirby. And we're now 4-0 up in the first half. Mans are putting in work right now. Banging. And here we go, just before half time. Can we get one last goal, maybe? Right, it's Miller who's on it. He's spread it into Fieri. Can he play the ball over the top to Boyce? He hasn't played it over the top, but he has played it into Boyce. And it's 5-0. Boys, we are 5-0 up in the first half. What are the team doing today? What are they on? Oh my god, the boys are absolutely... Oh, wow. What are the boys doing to me? They are making me spaz. It's 5-0 in the first half. 43 minutes in and we are 5-0 up. And this Cheltenham side would wish that Bradford didn't do us in the last game and get that win. Because if this is the kind of performance we put in after a loss, boy, are we going to be dangerous this season. As he manages to bag himself another goal this season. Let's go. Right. It's literally one last attack, I think, before half-time now. Let's see if we can bag it again. It's Falcon who's through, and he stuck it in the back of the net. It's 6-0 in the first half. Boys, what are we doing to them? What is going on? Oh my god. We are at half-time, 6-0 up. This could be double figures. If we play our cards right, this could be double figures for the game. Like, team-wise, this could very easily be double figures if we don't mess shit up. And it's 6-0 in the first half by 4 different goal scorers. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Think it's 4 different goal scorers, but boy, is the team putting in work. Let's go. And that is half-time. We have gone in at 6-0 up. What a performance this side has put in today. You cannot fault how good they have played so far. Imagine managing to bag 6 goals in the first half. No one could have imagined this after the way the first game went. Nobody. Even if you're trying to claim that you think I'd do this in this game, I will call you straight up blatantly lying, because 6-0 is a madness. 6-0 in the first half. Boy. Right, here we are, back out for the second half. Can we bag ourselves another one? 60 minutes in. Let's see what we can do. I think Boyce was offside there, or not. Maybe not. No, he wasn't. It's 7 to you boys. Just 15 minutes in. Well, 16 minutes into the second half. And Boyce bags himself his second goal of the game. What a show these boys are putting on. Fair enough, it isn't at home, which is a shame. We are away, but these these away fans, shall I say, are getting their money's worth for travelling over here today. 7-0 in a performance where we lost our last game. How are they putting in a performance where they're winning 7-0? Mate, this team is a madness. And here we go, 65 minutes in. Can we bag number 8 with another attack? Here it is. It's Kiernan coming through again. It slid through. It's Lavery who makes it 4-0? No. We'll double that. That's 8-0. Lavery just coming on the pitch. That is his only touch in this game so far. His only touch. Literally his only touch. Not, he took one to steady himself. No. That's his only touch of the game so far. He's just come on the pitch and he pings it into the bottom corner to make it 8-0 to you boys. Wow, what a performance this side has put in today. I cannot emphasize how good this team has been to turn around this quickly from a 2-1 defeat to an 8-0 victory so far. What a performance. I cannot... Here we go. Right, back underway again. Can we do anything with this one? It's played around nicely. It's Falcon who try and find Lavery. He's tried to stick it in that bottom corner, but first time in a long time that keeper has managed to make a save 75 minutes in. And, oh man, if that had gone in, that would have been... It just needed to go a little bit further. Right. Here we go, their first attack of the second half, and I mean their first attack of the second half. He's coming forward, and we've not managed to quite intercept that. The defence looks absolutely out of place completely at the moment, but we've managed to steady it a little bit. Here we go. It's played in. That is a simple enough goal, and it's saved for the first. It's blocked for the second, and for some reason, they've managed to get the third attempt, and it's an overhead kick for your boy. I think that's Alfie May, who has literally just come on the pitch, 81 minutes in, and he's bagged himself a goal just before we managed to get ourselves our first clean sheet of the season, and it's gone over the keeper as well. We should be doing better there. Nevertheless, we are 8-1 up, but we should be doing better defensively there. There's no doubt about it. Unfortunately, we didn't do so, and May, the substitute, comes straight on and bags himself an overhead kick goal. Madness. Absolute madness. Right, here they go. So it's literally just before the 90th minute, and they have one last attack. That's a lot of space for their winger, and they've managed to find him. Williams is having to trudge his old legs out there. He's crossed it in. That's a beautiful cross. I don't know why he pinged that out there, but the defence again has gone to an absolute shambles at the moment. My man has fell over, and it's played back, and it's Alfie May again who bags himself it to be 8-2 now. Right, after me wanting my... You know what, I would have took a clean sheet over this kind of result today. I really would have, because a clean sheet is a lot more needed than 8 goals. But that is shocking placement from our keeper. Even in that situation, he should be in a lot better position than that. And Williams was stepping away from the ball as well. That's unfortunate. And that does mean that is now 8-2 to your boys. But they have managed to get themselves a little bit of solidarity by bagging themselves 2. And May should be getting a game. Here we go. That is the end. That is full time. Unfortunately, not managing to get ourselves that clean sheet that I so badly wanted. He's managed to get a 8-2 victory. And you know what? I would have been a lot more ecstatic in this fucking post-match interview with this. After this, if we hadn't conceded them 2 goals in the last 10 minutes, because even though we scored 8 goals, that has kind of annoyed me a little bit, that we've sort of fell asleep at the end, managing to get themselves 2 goals back. We should be doing better to reassure it. But here you see our stats absolutely thrashed them goals to shots on goal. Only 2 shots of our 12 didn't go on target, and I can only remember 1 that didn't go on target, which is a madness. What a performance. Here we go, post-match interview for your boys now. It's Cheltenham 2, Harrogate 8. What a performance from the new boys in the league. An absolutely thrilling attempt from the boys, putting their wrongs to right after this game and absolutely shifting any kind of momentum that were going away from there, and ended up in an absolutely trouncing of a win. Here you see a couple of questions being asked. Let's see what they have to say. Obviously, the first one coming about Boyce, and obviously he asked for a game and he fucking delivered, let's be honest. Were you surprised by the comfortable... yes, I am a little bit. Our defending gave us the platform. No, the lads up front were ruthless, definitely. Nothing to do with the defence, because obviously, as you've seen at the end of the game, they had the chance to defend and they conceded 2 goals, whereas the boys up front absolutely pounded their goal today. But it took a while for the first goal to come. Were you nervous? No. How did it... Wait a minute. How the fuck did it take us a long time to get the first goal? We scored in 6 minutes. How quick do you want us to score, bro? 6, 8, and then like 17 minutes. How are you telling me I took long to score my first goal? You are mad. You are mad. How are you telling me this? How are you telling me this? 6 minutes and that's a long time to you. You are stupid, bro. Absolutely fucking retarded. Wow, I cannot believe I've been asked that question. That is mad. And Boyce coming back saying, hey Gaffer, thanks for listening to what I had to say. I really appreciate the chance to play while I'm in good form. Mate, if you're playing like that while you're playing in good form, I have no doubt in my mind that I'm happy at giving you chances, because what a performance you put in today. Great performance, exactly. And here we are for our final game of today's episode, which does come in the Carabao Cup against Mansfield Town. Let's see what we can do in this one. Hopefully get ourselves another win after that banging performance. Obviously, I'm not too bothered. I have pretty much fully changed the side for this game to sort of give a couple of players some rest and stuff like that. So I'm not too bothered about this cup at all. It's not going to be a cup that we're going to look at winning in this first season, obviously. So let's see what we can do. Just basically try and put in a decent performance. Try and give a couple of these lads that don't get much game time a couple of games to their name. And you'll see what happens, let's be honest. See what they can do with it, and if they can put in a decent performance, that's the main objective, isn't it, really? As you can see, pretty much a full change side. The only man I meant to change was Belshaw, and I forgot to do that, who is the man in goal. But I have gave a game to Obi and one to O'Neill, the two young lads that we managed to sign in this summer. Just to basically try and give them some game time. Obviously, they're not exactly the greatest of overall players or anything like that, but they can still put in performances for us, which is the main thing. As you see, Mansfield Town, they've got a couple of players that I know in Jordan Bowery and Nicky Maynard. A couple of decent strikers they've got there as well, to be fair. O'Keefe, is it Stuart O'Keefe? If it's Stuart O'Keefe, then I know him, but yeah, a couple of decent strikers there in Jordan Bowery and Nicky Maynard. Couple of, well, used to be decent strikers. I don't know if they are. I'm assuming they're not anymore, being as they're in League 2. But yeah, decent. Let's see what we can get out of this, and hopefully get ourselves into the next round. If not, it doesn't matter too much, to be fair. And here we go for their first attack of the game. 19 minutes in. Let's see what they can do with it. It's passed inside. Can they do anything now? It's passed back out to the edge of the box. Obi has got his foot in the way of that one. It's still managed to come to one of their players, and a decent save at the keeper's near post has got us out of the way of danger in that attack. Luckily for us, a decent effort there. Right, we've cleared the ball from the corner, but it came straight back to them, and they have a very good chance at trying to get themselves in the lead here. If Cook can do something with it, he's cut inside perfectly, but we have managed to put that tackle in, try and get it clear, and again they've managed to intercept a pass just outside of our area, and that still results in them having an attack. Can they do anything with it? It's passed to the edge of the area, it's back in, and a decent effort there from your boy Cook it was as well, who smashes the ball straight towards the keeper's near post, but unfortunately for him, slightly missed out. That is the end of the first half. We've gone into half-time at 0-0. And for a fully changed side, it's not too bad of a performance so far. Let's be honest. Obviously, so far, we are at 0-0. Obviously, it's a fully changed side. A couple of youngsters that I don't normally play in the squad as well. So, if we don't come out with anything, at least have made it to half-time at 0-0. It's better than our main side has done in a lot of games so far this season. So, maybe there is a change in order. Who knows? And here we go. Right, let's see what they can do. If we can try and get a tackle in, it's down this left-hand side. Well, their left-hand side, shall I say. Law has cut it back, gives it to Maris, who gives it to Clark. It's into your boy Nicky Maynard, and it's a decent challenge there. Can we get in another tackle? No, we can't. That's Maris back to Nicky Maynard, and back inside, and that is a very decent piece of build-up play from your boys there, managing to bag themselves a 1-0 win. Well, not a 1-0 win, shall I say. A 1-0 lead is what I was going for. Couldn't think of the word there. And it is your boy Maris who bags himself the first goal of the game. And it is Nicky Maynard who supplies him with the assist. As you see him take the shot there into that far corner. Not the best of goalkeeping, to be honest. And not great defending either. A lot of plays caught out of position. Not great. Not great at all. As they try and come forward on another attack now. It's Nicky Maynard leading the charge again. He's spread it out to Cook, who finds Riley. Can we get a tackle in here? It's spread back inside to Nicky Maynard, who finds a banging pass out to their wing. Again, that left-hand side. It's Law who has it. Can he do anything with it? He's cut it back, and again, he's trying to do it out Fallowfield, and he's keeping on his man well so far, but it has somehow been played inside. We've managed to not clear the ball again, and it's Maris who's on it. It's found its way to Nicky Maynard, and that is shocking goalkeeping. That is 2-0 to your boys. Nicky Maynard bagging himself his first goal of the game, and their second of the game, and that is not great goalkeeping there from Belshaw whatsoever. As you'll see the shot come in here, that is literally right next to him. That is literally right next to him. All he had to do there was move his foot instead of going for that, because that ball was aiming straight for his foot, and he moved it out of the way. What an idiot. What an idiot. It's 2-0 now, and I don't think we're getting ourselves back into this one. Let's be honest, they've had a lot of attacking possession. Right, here they go. Can they get themselves number 3 for the game? Imagine us winning an 8-2 game and then losing by more than 2 goals. And as I say that, they bagged themselves a third. Wow. We won our last game. We've started defensively. Nah, fuck that. We ain't started defensively. We have played defensively in this game the same way we ended the last game, and it's gone horribly, horribly wrong. We're 3-0 down inside. I think that's just the 80th minute. They've managed to bag themselves another one with a header, and again, a lot of defenders out of position. Somehow, our player there has been caught out by a run across him, and that is never good enough. Right, here we are. Just one last attack for them, I think, before the end of the game, as it gets spread out wide to Law again, who has been a menace in my side all game. Clark plays it through, and it's Reed who is rounded up their victory to get themselves a 4th goal of the game, winning a game 8-2 in the last one. And now we've lost the game in the Carabao Cup 4-0 against Mansfield. Now, we have literally played this whole game the way we ended that last one defensively. We need to reassure this defence, because, oh my God, well, just a bit of proof is Williams got took out for this game, and boy is it shown, because his leadership has been missed in this game thoroughly. 4-0. That is the end of the game. 4-0 loss to our names in the Carabao Cup. We're well and truly out of this one now. And I'm not well and truly concerned about it, let's be honest. Obviously, we've had a couple of malfunctions, obviously, in this game. But like I said, I wasn't too concerned about the outcome of this one anyway, because I'm not too concerned about the cup, to be honest. It's probably just less games for us to play now to concentrate more on the league. So I'm not too bothered, but yeah. And as you see here, 2 shots in the whole game through that game. We got absolutely dominated, all ends up. Only 2 shots to their 11 and 34% possession. Wow, boy. And here we are, after such a shocking performance, we're having to go into our post-match interview. Anyway, unfortunately for us, I wish that I didn't have to be honest, because, oh boy, after that last one, I don't really want to be on it. An absolutely shocking performance. And yeah, I don't know what to say about it, to be honest. It's nothing more than absolutely atrocious. Oh my God, honestly. How are we losing from 8-2 to 4-0? That is a madness. As they're going through asking the questions, I'm just answering them off right now, because it doesn't really matter what I answer at this point. After that kind of performance, I don't give a shit what I'm answering about this squad. And they're going to try and tell me that Boyce should have been in the squad after he played his last game, played really well. They're going to try and tell me that he should have been in the squad. But what they don't know is that I didn't really care about this game that much. And yeah, that isn't the way we wanted to end the episode. Obviously, if we'd ended it on the last game, man, we would have left it on a high. But this one is very much a low. And that is the end of today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. In the next one, we have a game, firstly, against Salford at home. And then we have our second game, which will begin against Forest Green Rovers, who will be away. Now, couple of decent games there, to be fair, for us. Salford and Forest Green, both teams that came up last season. So, It's the teams of this season coming up against the teams of last season in the next episode. Obviously, Salford and Forest Green. As you can see, we are currently sat top of the table on 19 points after 10 games. And it's going to be against Salford, our first game of the next episode, which will be against Salford, who will be in second. Well, are in second, shall I say, after 10 games. And they are on the same amount of points as us. So, boy, is that going to be a difficult game for us. They are somehow a -1 goal difference. That is a madness, but yeah, it's not going great for us after that last performance, so let's hope we don't hold that kind of defensive performance in the next game or the next episode completely, let's be honest. But we will have to wait and see for that one. As you can see, the rest of the teams here. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.